Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I'm going to answer a question by Deborah Santana, which is, what is the difference between the KDSS system and the XREAS or XREAS system? What's the difference between the KDSS and the X-REAS system? They seem kind of like similar systems, okay? They are similar, but they're different, and they were made for two different reasons. In other words, to solve two different problems. KDSS, let's start there real quick, and then we'll get to X-REAS, which is going to be the bulk of this video. KDSS is simply a sway bar disconnect system. The problem it was meant to solve was, how do we disconnect the sway bar on an SUV such as the 4Runner or the GX/Landcruiser Prado when we go off-road? How do we make that sway bar disconnected so you can get full wheel articulation off-road? And that is the KDSS system. It's a hydraulic sway bar disconnect. Okay? Now let's move over to XREAS. What is that? XREAS is more meant for on-road. In other words, Toyota was thinking literally 90% of people buy Toyota 4Runners, GXs, Landcruiser Prados, whatever. They buy these SUVs and they don't go off-roading. So how do we make the car handle nice and firm and not have any body roll when it's on-road? So KDSS is meant for people who are going to off-road it. XREAS is meant to make this big SUV, this big truck, handle good on-road for the bulk majority of people who are never going to off-road it. So when they get in at the dealership in their 4Runner, they go, ooh, this handles nice, instead of, oh, this handles like a body-on-frame, big, fat truck swaying all over the place, okay? So Toyota knows that the majority of 4Runner buyers are going to keep their car on-road the majority of the time. So they want to make it so when the buyer goes in the dealer, they get in that car and it feels awesome on road where they're going to be most of the time. So that's the main differences. The history of XREAS is rooted in Yamaha. So XREAS is designed by Yamaha. They developed the system way back in 1989 on the Toyota Supra, and they simply cross-linked. They really side-linked them, so they linked front left, front right, hydraulically. So it progressed over the years, and now it's cross-linked front driver to rear passenger, front passenger to rear driver, and so on. Same idea, it's just cross-linked. But the whole point behind it is that it's going to flatten your car out when you go around those turns really, really good. And it's going to appeal to the buyer that wants this nice, smooth, refined, on-road feel. If you are considering a GX or 4Runner to go off-roading and you want good on-road performance, then you want to consider KDSS. Now, there is admittedly some overlap here between the two technologies because they're both kind of doing the same thing, just in different ways. The XREAS system, as mentioned, is older. It's circa 1989. So as far as its development, the KDSS system came out a little bit later. I think Toyota saw both of these technologies and said, hey, they're great, let's try them both. And now they're both kind of, in this frame of reference of time, they're both kind of overlapping. Time will tell which one, which technology wins out, so to speak. All I can say is right now, the new Landcruiser 300 overseas has KDSS, or EKDSS, the most advanced level of, or the newest KDSS system. So it seems, as far as the flagship off-roader is concerned, the brand new Toyota Landcruiser 300, Toyota has chosen to go with the KDSS system over the XREAS system. So that should give you a hint on which is better. Now, that's not to say XREAS is worse. It's just, again, these are overlapping technologies. Honestly, you can't go wrong with both. But again, just be honest with yourself. If you're never going to take your 4Runner off-road, get the X-REAS system if so equipped, or you can just go with the regular system. But if you want maximum on-road with your 4Runner and you're never ever going to take it, or rarely off-road, then that's the system that you're going to want to get. If you know you're going to take that thing right off-road and you want maximum articulation, you want no sway bar, and you want full articulation off-road, get KDSS. All right, I hope all this rambling made sense. If you found this video helpful, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you, and have a great, great day.
Nothing divided from the century of the cool cat. Deep down with the clean of the hot hat. Lift up face and then they knocking on my door. I've been feeling the boom. This is really after 4. The rest of what that core was really just for. Yo, break out the sword and let's go cruising in your Ford. Watch out, yeah, Sweet knows the deal. As she shouted, it's the funky lesson 1 to the grill. I should have known that something wasn't right in walking. The biggity boom was just ticking and clucking. A night boy in plaid is passed from his dad. Another straight in the fight, man, but he wasn't from the right clan. Stop all the nonsense, defense is my defense. Oh yeah,